time to check in with CoinDesk Global Policy and Regulation Managing Editor Nick Day, who is also the editor of the State of Crypto newsletter on CoinDesk.com. Good morning, Nick. So tell me what you're looking at the end of the week.
Good morning. Yeah, it's been a pretty eventful week, I think. I think the big question right now is where do we go in terms of the Bitcoin ETF process? So, obviously we now have two that are already live. A third is launching on Monday, and there's still quite a bit of a push to launch a spot market-based Bitcoin ETF. And even though that doesn't seem particularly likely right now, just given the statements from SEC Chair Gary Gensler, I think there's still going to be quite a bit of attention paid to that. So, I think the real question over the next couple of months is going to be, can these aspiring issuers convince Gensler that the investor protection concerns that he has are addressed and easily dealt with?
Nick, you've just spent a week in Washington. What was your sort of biggest high-level takeaways?
Yeah, no, it was a productive week. Everyone's kind of been talking about regulatory world intersecting with crypto. It's been happening for quite a while, but over the last couple of years, especially, it's really starting to accelerate, and I think we're starting to see a result of that now. And I spoke to folks both within congressional staffers and folks who are interacting, but they're part of the industry, and everyone's kind of saying that there is, even though it's still pretty early for a lot of what's happening, there is more attention being paid by actual lawmakers, not just the regulators, but the actual folks who are writing and passing these bills. So, that's something to be keeping an eye on. And yeah, it remains to be seen how exactly that will develop, but it is a bit of a shift.
Is that attention from lawmakers positive attention or negative attention? I mean, is it something that people in the industry should start worrying about or continue worrying about, rather?
I don't know if worrying is the right way to look at it. The fact that there is more attention is probably good long term because it's an acknowledgement that crypto is a thing that has weight behind it. It's not just this passing fancy. It's not a rich billionaire's toy. As for how to address it, what I really heard is a lot of groups are trying to figure out ways to engage with lawmakers and do so effectively. And you have a couple different schools. You have those who they send letters, they try to arrange meetings with these lawmakers, they express their issues and concerns and suggest what they think might be an effective way to address these crypto issues. And then you have a different school that just kind of they tweet, they send flyers, they post angrily on whatever platform they feel like. And my understanding is that's not let's say that's not as effective as genuine engagement might be. So I think the question for the industry is how do they want to engage and how do they want to react to this fact?